Let's start with this. I talked about the fact we need to reform student loans. I owed over $100,000 in student loans. The day I got elected to the Senate, I had over $100,000 still in student loans that I was able to pay off because I wrote a book, and from that money I was able to pay it. If not, it would never, I'd still be paying it, okay? So that's not about, I think the student loan thing in America is a big problem, and it's broken, and it needs to be fixed, and it needs to be reformed.
Can you be a successful politician and tell people to pull themselves up by the bootstraps? That's the question Senator Marco Rubio was responding to there, when he said, the day I got elected in the Senate, I had over $100,000 in student loans that I was able to pay off because I wrote a book. By the way, y'all know that the phrase, pull yourselves up by your bootstraps, originally meant something that's absurd, a task that's impossible, right? In other words, pulling yourselves up by your bootstraps makes no sense. Anyways, all of this came up, of course, because of Joe Biden's student loan cancellation policy. And yes, I agree. Something needs to be done about the cost of tuition. Now, Rubio graduated from the University of Florida in 1993 and got his law degree from the University of Miami Law School in 1996. If you didn't know, Rubio's annual salary as a U.S. Senator has been $174,000 since taking office in 2011, with his income boosted significantly by book deals and royalties, as is common for U.S. politicians. His book, An American Son, a memoir, was published in 2013. Financial disclosures show Rubio received an $800,000 book advance from the publisher Penguin Group in 2012, the Tampa Bay Times reported. The disclosures also show Rubio no longer reported having $100,000 in student debt. So there's that. And the grand total in NRA spending to support Rubio, which is more than $3 million. We should be used to hearing accounts with these kind of headlines. Here's how one 31-year-old paid off $220,000 in student loans in 3 years. And when you get to reading about it, it tells you Ebony Horton and her boyfriend tied the knot soon after moving. As a wedding gift, Horton's mother gave the couple a condo she had purchased at an auction, which became crucial to wiping away the hefty student loan tab. Yeah, I bet, but it goes on. Horton and her husband lived in the condo for 3 months, but then they decided to move in with her grandparents down the street and started renting out the condo to bring in extra income. Horton's husband had the idea of buying another rental unit to increase their cash flow even further. Though Horton was reluctant at first, she eventually agreed. They ponied up all the cash they could muster for a $42,000 2-unit condo, allowing Horton to rake in even more funds to put toward her loans. And since the pandemic, I've gotten used to hearing stories like this one.
The couple at the center of the story are Christina and Sherman Merrick, the Merrick family. And they're telling you that if you create a strict budget for yourself, you will see the debt just dissolve. It says right here, dissolve in just 2 years. It's fantastic information. Now here's a piece of information the story doesn't tell you. The Merrick family owns a CrossFit company in Gainesville, Florida called Dynasty CrossFit. CrossFit Dynasty. And the Merrick family also got $31,650 of PPP loans completely forgiven.
I should bring up the bipartisan policy Rubio was referring to. In 2012, Rubio and Senator Mark Warner introduced the Dynamic Student Loan Repayment Act. It was supposed to set up a program allowing federal student loan borrowers to only have to pay 10% of their earnings each month, with a $10,000 annual exemption. The deductions would be taken out automatically from your paycheck. With that said, the GOP had 4 years in power under Donald Trump to act on the issue, including 2 years of dual chamber control in the Senate and the House. It did nothing on the issues of America's staggering student loan debt or the simple fact that the college tuition appears to be spiraling out of control. Neither of those issues got so much as a mention from Mr. Rubio or his colleagues during the Trump presidency. Now, excuse me, I need to go write a book, or be given a condo, or get PPP loans. For Rebel HQ, I'm Jeff Wiggins. My architect knows Japanese. For more from the Young Turks, stay right here. To see additional content from yours truly, click on the Jeff Wiggins hashtag. You can also find me on my YouTube channel, We Gonna Be Alright. Thanks for watching.